think people often, at least I know I did, you kind of confuse LinkedIn with Thumbtack, where you're like, okay, I don't need to hire anybody and I don't need a job. Why would I go on LinkedIn? But the way you're pitching it is,
but the thing is, personal branding is permanent job security. And so
100%.
And it doesn't mean that like you're just building the Brad Leavitt brand.
I love that.
But the thing is, it's personal branding, permanent job security. I'm building job security for our brand, our product, and we have to be on the platform.
And for you.
And for me too.
AFT and Brad, you guys
two different entities, but we're together.
Different entities, but it's always everything you do. That is one of the biggest things we preach when we do seminars and we talk about social media is, look, I don't care what you're going to do. I really don't care. I don't care if you want to be a sushi chef, a trainer, or whatever. You need to have personal branding centralized around your platform, whatever if it's Instagram or all of them, hopefully, but whatever you are doing, you need to be, that is now your resume.
Yep.
You need to do that.
Yes.
Today, it's 2022. You have to.
And you got to be on there and you just have to be active. And the thing with LinkedIn is that you can really target. I mean, here's the one simple low hanging fruit. And you can apply this to your business is that I'm young. I'm starting my company. You ask, how do you get into a luxury brand? Well, fortunately, I went to school for construction management. I grew up working as an electrician, so I had experience in construction. Now, no one's going to hire some 25-year-old kid to build their $10 million home. It's just not going to happen. But I did come out of college, and I worked building the Mauna Lucia. The Mauna Lucia is this $300 million hotel in Paradise Valley, Lincoln and Tatum. And so I had great experience, made some great connections. The thing is, even with all that experience, college degree, been in it around my whole life, worked on a $300 million property where Trump and Obama have stayed, when they're in town.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
you helped build. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so I was part of that for 3 years, building the Mauna Lucia. And the thing is, like, despite that, when I started my company and I knew architects and I knew designers and I had, somewhat of a base here, I'm still a new company. I'm on my own. And so I would call some of these architects and designers and, of course, like anybody, cold calling. Hey, I'm Brad. I'm starting my company, AFT. And they never call me back. Like, you just not going to call back. I'm just a young guy. They don't care. They're too busy. They have their core people they're working with. So LinkedIn, for me, I just said, fine, I'm going to connect with architect A, architect B, designer A, B, C. I just went and connected, and I just started posting. And then finally, two of the architects call me, and they're like, Brad, I see your face all the time. Like, what are you doing? Why aren't we working together? Let's have dinner. I go have dinner with them, and they're like, Brad, help us out with our marketing. Help us out with our video content. We'll get a project together. Let's collaborate. Now I'm building with both these architects. So this was a way for me, non-soliciting, to not be like emailing them like, let's go to lunch, let's have coffee, whatever. It's just, no, hey, let's meet.
Yeah.
Here's a exchange. Here's value I can bring to you from the marketing side on your platform with my network now, and you're seeing what I'm doing. And it's
a passive invitation.
It is.
You're putting yourself out there without directly putting yourself out there in front of the person. It's just, you're just putting out there what you're doing, and let them reach out to you. Either clients or other professionals. If they like what they're doing, if they like what you're doing, they'll reach out.
It's 7 points of sale. I mean, anyone that wants to sell. I have a neighbor that's like, hey, Brad, what do you do? I'm in construction. Okay, they don't know what that means. And then the funny thing is, like, we connect on LinkedIn, and 6 months later I see them at the park, and they're like, Brad, we totally get what you do. This is amazing. Like, are you going to build our house one day? So the thing is, like, it's just that repetition in front of their eyes that eventually you want to be top of mind. The only way to be top of mind is to be in front of their eyes, and you can do that in a way that's very unconfrontational.
And being in front of their eyes for a long time.
Building a house, it's a long journey for me. Like, these are 2 years of design, 2 years to build, and time for people to get up there. So it's not a quick thing for me.
But a long time even for a prospective buyer to choose you as their builder.
Right.
Somebody to see you. One of my clients today, I didn't even know this. He told me, he goes, did you know that I followed you for 3 years before I hired you? No, I didn't know that. I had no idea. He's like, yeah. No, social media is not instant gratification. It may seem that way to the person who's consuming it, but they may not hire you for a very long time. But if you are every single day putting something in front of their face, they're never going to forget you. And they will come to you. So it's just a matter of time. Burn. It's a matter of time. Yeah, exactly.